I guess you consider this a podcast. I usually say welcome to the stream. Welcome to the podcast. Right now it's just currently Queen and I. So she and I were having kind of a conversation about the whole FX special. What is it? It's like FX special on Hulu, right? They're really
Yeah, from Brittney Spears.
Yeah, and she and I have been just like sitting there going and talking about it. Really, Queen? She and I have been like just sitting there going and talking about it, and dude, it's like it brings up like just like a major. What's up, boss boy? Just brings up like a major discussion about it, and it's just a little bit crazy, you know? Like everything that she's gone and had to like be a part and like go through. Wouldn't you say? I mean, Queen's just like,
Okay, so I really don't know much because I didn't watch the documentary because I don't have the FX or Hulu. So. But I know some things.
Yeah.
Since I saw some things on Twitter, so yeah.
Dude, I've literally been going and like, Queen, check this out. Queen, check this out. Queen, check this out. Go look at this. Like, cause dude, I haven't even finished like. I haven't even finished most of it, but like I just sit there and I just remember a lot of it and stuff like that. See, that kind of dates me right there, Queen. That kind of dates me right there. But you know,
I should ask Trevor if he has a Hulu account and he can give me the password so I can watch it.
Oh my gosh. What's up, Damien? Dude, we're kind of like going through and looking through like what do you call it? We're I don't know. This is like super like putting like a major interest, I'd say, huh, Queen?
Yeah.
And I know we haven't like gone and like done a podcast in a while, and like Queen and I've been talking about it, and I'm super invested in it. I don't know about Queen.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of am too.
Queen's like, I'm gonna go find a place.
I like Brittney Spears.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of makes you go and like, yeah, like every little thing that she's been a part of and like that she's had to go through. Miss Pod.
Yeah.
Dude, us too. Like, I definitely do, like, Queen and I were talking about that, like, we definitely do miss...
Well, we ain't got the dude to, record it, Damien.
I know, Damien, like, if y'all don't know, normally Damien goes, and he's the one that goes, and, he records a lot of our podcast, and he's the one that goes, and he's usually the one that edits, and then he'll upload it to my channel and stuff like that, So yeah, and that's a lot of it too, is like a lot of the original members that were a part of the podcast and stuff like that, like we've all been busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've been sick, but like, I have a lot of free time, Luke, so,
Yeah.
And Luke knows that I don't leave the house.
Oh my gosh.
I still need to get that one app too. That podcast app.
Oh yeah,
Stereo,
dude, I don't even think I have it anymore.
You deleted it?
Yeah. You know what I've also like? Yeah, see, Damien's been really busy. I don't know, like like I've noticed that, dude. I definitely. Okay, at night, like when you get off of here and stuff like that, do you go and do you listen to a whole bunch of podcasts, or what exactly?
Or well, sometimes, but sometimes I just want to catch up on my sleep.
Dude, like the weather here is insane and stuff like that. Like it's definitely crazy.
We got too much snow. Too much.
Dude, ours is ice.
Yeah, ours is ice sometimes. Like, it's like somewhere, like our driveway, like half of it's ice and half of it's snow.
Dang, that's crazy. hold on. Sorry, I'm like trying to finish something really quick, and then we'll kind of like go and start with it and stuff like that. So, hang on right quick.
I
'Cause
would be cussing at the ice if I was driving.
told you, like, Queen, I'm telling you, like, weather is insane here.
Hmm.
And then it's supposed to get even worse.
Really? Oh, I saw something on Twitter about that.
Let me see. See, okay, they're saying Monday it's gonna be 23, and the low. Okay, no, tomorrow it's gonna be 25, right? With 50% chance of snow.
Dang. Yeah, I
And
saw something like
the lowest it's gonna get is 5 degrees.
Oh my god. You guys have it bad.
And then Monday it's gonna be 23 and 5 degrees. You know what? You know what's like funny though? Like right now, dude, I'm like sitting here in shorts and a long sleeve t-shirt.
Same.
Like I don't know. Like when I sleep and stuff like that, like I tend to get like really
Warm.
Like, yeah, I get really warm and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, me too.
But anyways, okay. So what was I telling you about? I've also, dude, I've also noticed is like so many people are going and making podcasts. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Buy $80 worth of V-Bucks right now. No.
How about you donate $80 and she buys it?
No, but you've noticed that, right? Do you know who like FouseyTube is?
Who what?
FouseyTube is? Do y'all know who FouseyTube is?
I think
Like
I
Yusuf
I heard of
Aircat.
that name.
He used to hang out with like well, I think he still does, but like, you know, he was like really controversial and stuff like that. Like always like going, and he spent like a lot of money and stuff like that, and he like now he's like he calls himself out about it and stuff, like, you know.
Yeah.
And but
what's his name again?
Okay, so his channel is FouseyTube. But his name is Yusuf Aircat. I think that's his last name. But him, Aaron, do you know who Aaron Burris is?
Yeah.
Aaron Burris and JP, they all created a podcast. Like theirs has been really good. Like I've been definitely like trying to catch up with theirs and stuff like that. Theirs comes out like every single, I think, Monday. First podcast start, you know, like as the first podcast and stuff like that, it starts off a little bit harsh, but then it slowly gets better. You know what I mean? Dude, now I kind of wish like we had more people. You know?
I know.
I think it would be fun. Boss Boy's just like chilling. But yeah, okay. Yeah, but they made a podcast. It's like gotta get it, you know, gotta get it. And they had like one of the Merrill twins. Dude, I almost said the wrong Merrill twin. Veronica, you know. They actually like she's the one that like they had been talking about making a podcast, and like you know that it was gonna be Aaron and his brother Alex, and then you know Alex didn't know if he was gonna do it, and then okay, you know Alex Wasabi. Y'all know that?
Yeah.
And then he recently decided to take a break from YouTube and stuff like that, like not upload anything and do any of that. So like, and then she brought up about bringing Yusuf, and then they are like, you know, with JP and stuff, and dude, they give her so much like shout outs and stuff like that within there. But dude, their podcast is actually really, really good. Like I enjoy their podcast. Yeah. Dude, when I go to sleep, I either like I listen to that, but then I hate listening to it because then I miss so many parts where I fall asleep.
Yeah.
Or okay, you know, have you ever seen like those ones that like lately it's been like the people going in like, you know, like cleaning rugs or whatever? Have you seen that? It's like
I saw something like that on Instagram, yeah.
And dude, I don't even want to admit that, but like, dude, I've been watching that, and I fall asleep to, like, I don't know what it is, dude. It knocks me out within like seconds. It's I don't know, it's so soothing. But yeah, dude, the things that I fall asleep to, and yeah, it's definitely crazy. Okay, so okay, what the title, what the title says and stuff like that. Let's talk about the FX. What is it? Framing Britney Spears and stuff like that. Dude, I've seen so many. Because I was sending it to Queen. I was like, okay, go look at this, go look at that, and dude, there's so many people going and calling out, like so many like celebrities and stuff like that. What's her name? Like Diane Sawyer, Justin
Justin
Timberlake.
Timberlake.
Like they are calling him out and stuff like that. And even at that, like I told Queen, I was like, yeah, go look up Justin Timberlake's what do you call it?
Apology or
yeah, his apology that he wrote on Instagram and stuff like that. And some people are are going for it, and then you have some people that are just like, that's
bashing.
not, yeah, that's not even an apology and stuff like that. And some of the like the stuff that Queen and I were talking about was like some of the stuff that he went and he did towards Brittney. And then
the whole the Janet Jackson too.
Yeah, the whole mishap with Janet Jackson, like and like I don't even remember what Super Bowl that was. I remember seeing it.
Sure. I'll look it up, Mom.
I was like, I don't remember the what exact Super Bowl it was. So, but it's
2004, I think.
2004. Okay, so if y'all don't know what we're talking about and stuff like that, it's like where Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake were like performing in the Super Bowl halftime show, and he goes and he like grabs at her. How do we say that? Like breast, boob,
Yeah.
breast.
Yeah.
Like he goes and he grabs it and pulls the thing off, and she has a nip slip.
Yeah.
And what do you call it? She ended up getting so much backlash from it, and he honestly really didn't.
I know. Okay, so you remember when like Adam Levine like took off his shirt when he performed and stuff?
In the Super Bowl or what?
Yeah.
Dude, I half watched his show. To be honest, I half watched his show.
Like, okay, so when he took off his shirt, I don't think he got, like, any hate for that, okay? But, like, you see, like, Janet Jackson, she got so much hate for that.
That people were so mad about it and stuff like that, but, like, it's, it's, at that point, dude, it's just crazy. And the only reason why we're bringing this up is because, like, people are going and, like, calling him out because he wrote an apology and he put both of them together and stuff like that, and for the amount of stuff that had happened. And I think they said it's been like 17 years since he did that thing to Brittney. And you said 2004, so it's been, what is that, almost
16.
No, technically we're in 2021. So it's been almost 17 years since the whole thing with like, Janet Jackson and stuff like that. And dude, it's been post 17 years. That's crazy. So you kind of go back and you look at it and you're like, it took him so long to go and apologize for it. And
because people are actually finding out the truth.
Yeah, people, yeah. Thoughts about the Flash skin. Let me look at that real quick. So we're talking about the whole thing with Britney Spears's it's not bad. I know Queen said that she bought the emote. You think they did it off of what's his name? What's the guy that plays him? That plays Barry Allen in the Flash? It's like something Ashton. What's his... Gosh, dude, I used to watch it so much. Anybody know what his name is? The one that plays the Flash?
Is it Grant something?
Oh, Grant
Gustin?
Gustin.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think it looks like him?
I mean, a little bit.
A little
Yeah.
bit. Okay,
Yeah.
so here's Grant and Gus and Scene and you already.
Mhm.
Here's my thing is like, I like the way it's done, dude. Like I like it. Like it's nice. It's a nice skin, you know. And it fits. It definitely fits with the Flash and stuff. Okay, so let's hold on. Let's hold off on that. Let me ask you one question about the whole like Flash and everything, Queen.
Okay.
Have y'all seen what do you call it? We're gonna get off topic from Brittney thing. Have y'all
Mhm.
seen okay, of course people have seen, you know, the series Flash and stuff like that, right?
Mhm.
And then have y'all seen like what is it, Justice League? Where they added the
Um,
Flash or whatever.
I think so. Yeah.
And they changed the Flash from one guy. I think I'm trying to
To
remember. Is it at the end of Wonder Woman or is it
mm, hold on.
I don't remember. Like there's an episode where it's like it shows the Flash because it shows that um dude, Bruce Wayne has been like keeping a track of them, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And then whenever you get to the Justice League, it shows him and stuff. I honestly I didn't prefer that Flash, like the guy who played him. I guess
Yeah.
so because I was so used to using for real, Damien. We are getting snow. I was so used to him being Grant rather than this other guy,
Yeah.
and I think Grant does a better Flash. Like it's hard to see anybody else in that position.
Mhm.
Yeah, dude. I've seen quite a few episodes of Flash. Like I kind of had to take a break from it because um I think I told Queen I was watching The Flash. I was watching now you really made me look. I was watching Supergirl and what's the other one? I gotta look it up on Netflix. Arrow. Okay, so I was doing Flash, Supergirl, Arrow, and the Legends of Tomorrow. So I was going and doing like all of those, and that was partially why I was getting on so late onto like Fortnite and stuff like that because I was just sitting there watching it, and then when I would get off of here, I would go and do it again. Like I would just sit there and watch it and stuff like that, and dude, my head, dude, I was starting to dream about it. I was starting to dream about it, like I was in there and stuff.
Oh
Yeah,
my
so
god. Okay.
so I had to go
I had a
into
dream like that.
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, all I was saying is like I just had to take a break and stuff like that.
Mhm.
They should have had the reverse flash or zoom with flash. But oh, with this one, yeah, because like the reverse flash and zoom are such a big part of it. Definitely. I feel like we got so far off topic. Oh my gosh. Where were we at though? The whole
um.
Justin Timberlake thing.
Yeah.
All right. So see if I can get myself back on track and stuff like that. Um, I like I kind of read through the apology and stuff like that. I didn't feel like it was enough, you know? Like if you go back,
Mhm.
Queen, if you go back and you watch like the interview that they did or they had like that Justin Timberlake did. I don't
Mhm.
even know I don't even know who was asking him the question, but they were talking about it and like talking about oh, you know, they broke up and da 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 da.
Mhm.
And he was like the guy goes, "You did it, didn't you? You effed her."
Yeah.
And then he like all of a sudden you're like, "Yeah, I did," and, you know, or like he was trying to
Mhm.
change the subject, and then he was like, "Yeah, I did." Like,
Yeah.
how do you go and do something like that to someone that you supposedly love? or loved.
Mhm. Yeah.
And okay, let me also ask you this: do you feel okay? You've heard "Cry Me a River."
Yeah.
It's because season 2. So I gotcha. With Valentine's Day. Okay, let me ask you this: have you seen the music video with "Cry Me a River"?
Yeah.
By Justin Timberlake, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Um, you've actually seen the music video, right?
Mhm.
Okay, you know that's supposed to be Brittney, right?
Really?
Like the girl that he's following, like in the house, it's supposed to be Brittney. It's but he hired a girl that dude. This was like such big controversy, like whenever he first released it and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Um, because he had hired someone to look, that looked like her and stuff like that. Because for the
Yeah.
most part, it looked like her, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, would you have said like now? Do you think he used her for clout? For clout? Do y'all
I
think he used her for clout?
I'm like in the video and stuff, or like just like dating her.
In general, like
I mean,
video,
I
all
think
that.
he might have. You know how you said effed her and stuff. I think he probably did that for clout,
Yeah.
probably. And then I mean I don't know, cause like all the stuff he did to her, you know.
Yeah. I don't know, like, because just going and looking at it and like, I guess seeing it from a different perspective, like seeing it at like when it was happening, you're just kind of
Mhm.
like, oh, it's just one of those like Brittany, Brittany Justin things. And
Yeah,
then
like a
like
celebrity moment or
yeah,
something.
and then going back and looking at it now,
Mhm.
I'm just like, dude, that was a little messed up. Like that was definitely like
Yeah.
using her, and
Mhm.
it definitely was. I don't know. I kind of felt like that whole thing was for clout and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because I mean,
Like.
it had to be like every interview that he did, it had to be like brought up and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I like honestly, I don't think it started. I don't think it started out as clout. I think it started out, like puppy love and then love and stuff like that.
Yeah. And
And
like at
then
the end, he kind of just like gave up, since he's getting like this big following, because he's
maybe.
dating her.
Well,
Like people look.
they were definitely both playing. I guess with each like on each. You know what I mean? Like off of each other
Yeah.
in a sense.
Mhm.
Because there
Yeah.
is some like, if you go and you watch, what's his name, Jake Paul, right?
Yeah.
And when he was like,
Oh God.
I
I
know
don't
it
like
brings
Jake
up
Paul.
this whole thing, when it brings up like the whole like, is he still married with Tana, or is he like divorced with Tana,
I don't. Okay. I
or
think that's
is
for
it fake?
clout. I think that was fake,
Like,
to be honest.
okay, whatever
Well, I
that.
know. I think Jake used Tana for clout a little bit because I think like Tana like made like a video on it,
uh
and like I think she really did like him, but he really didn't like her. Like he treats his women really bad,
Yeah.
like off scene and stuff.
Okay. So
Sorry.
no, you're good. Okay, my whole thing with that is like, okay, did you ever see the video of them when they were in like Halloween and they were doing denim?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, like it's that whole iconic Brittany Justin thing.
Mhm. Like
Like,
that
yeah,
outfit, you
yeah.
know.
Like the only reason why I bring that up is because like they were so iconic and so many people thought they were gonna go and get married. It was
Mhm.
always Justin Timberlake, and then it was like Britney Spears.
Yeah.
And it's, I don't know, like I do feel like honestly like Brittany did get used a lot with by other people and stuff.
Yeah.
Man,
Mhm.
I wish, what's up, Vortex? I wish, like honestly, Queen, I wish that you would see the video and stuff like that. Like it would
Mhm.
like blow your mind and stuff. And like,
Wait, can you send it to me?
which one? No,
The
I'm talking
video
about
you're
like
talking about.
the Hulu like
Oh.
documentary thing.
Shoot, let me text Trevor. See if he has a Hulu account I can like borrow.
um, like the only reason why I'm like bringing this up is because like it's 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 just one of really put it in her group chat.
Sorry.
Alright. The only reason why I go and I bring it up is because, like, dude, I do feel like she was honestly pressured so much to be a certain way. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and I
what,
think her dad has something to do with that too.
well, like, no, but they were talking about in the documentary that at some point, like, he wasn't there all the time. Like, he was more about, like, getting drunk and, like, doing other stuff or
Mhm.
whatever. And it was
Yeah.
a lot, like, the mom, like, a lot of times, like when she first started out, like she was like with a family friend or something, with a friend or something, and she was the one that was taking
Mhm.
care of him and stuff, or taking care of
Yeah.
her. And it's just like one of those things, like it's it's like that whole thing that leads back with like Disney Channel. Have you
Mhm.
ever seen it? Like they always talk about like the Disney Channel actors and stuff like that, act like about
Like
like
Bella Thorne.
yeah, and, like they're really how they go
Yeah.
on this like spiral or whatever, and like
Mhm.
it's like one of those things. Well,
Yeah.
technically, she is a Disney star. You know that,
Oh,
right?
that's true.
Because she was a part of
Yeah.
the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. So like,
Mhm.
it's it fits into that whole thing
Oh
and
my
stuff
God,
like that.
memories, Mickey Mouse.
Like,
Mhm.
I like to me, I felt like she was put in so much pressure, and people she
Yeah.
was like on such a like she was so scrutinized, like so
Like
completely
they
scrutinized
wanted her to be
a certain
big
way.
and like
No, they
yeah.
they wanted her to be a certain way. It's
What?
like okay. It's like take for instance. Let's say
You know
that.
more than me.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
It's alright.
Okay. Let's take for instance. We have you, right?
Mhm.
And you're a pop star, you know.
Yeah. Okay, I like
And
that.
you're a pop star,
Mhm.
right? And let's
Mhm.
say they say, okay, dude, can I use your actual name or you want me to use Queen?
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, they say Anissa.
Mhm.
Okay, Anissa, you can only weigh 120 pounds, and you must
I can't
maintain
do
that.
that.
No, okay, no, but listen, Queen. I mean,
Okay.
you
Yeah.
have to. You can only like the max amount of weight you can weigh is 120 pounds, and we want you to dress
Mhm.
like this way, and we want you to be like okay, like Miley Cyrus, right? That's why she went
Mhm.
all like
Oh
crazy and
yes, I
stuff like
love
that.
her. Yep.
No, but you have to start off. You have to follow the same guidelines as they put Miley in
Okay.
when she
Okay.
was in Hannah
Okay.
Montana.
I love this. Hold on.
When she
Okay.
was in Hannah Montana. No, you love it
Mhm.
now and stuff like that, Queen, but think about it.
She went
Think
through
about it.
so much
Okay,
stuff too.
yeah. Think about it. You gain 1 pound, Queen.
Mhm.
Anissa, you need to
Yeah.
lose that. You need to lose that 1 pound because this is not what we signed up for.
Mhm.
Or think about it like if you have paparazzi and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, look, she's so fat. Look at what she's wearing. Do you think
Mhm.
she should really be wearing that? Look at that. She looks too much like a sex symbol. You have to
Mhm.
you have to think about it. It's a little bit more open now than it was back
Yeah.
then when she was coming up and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
you think about it and like oh, should she be wearing that? Should she be doing that? You know what I mean? It's like one of those
Okay.
things.
Can I interrupt you for a second? I'm
Yeah, yeah.
sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay.
You're good. I needed a
Okay.
drink of water anyways.
So so remember that performance at the music awards, like when Miley and everything, and she twerked on what's his name?
Robin Thicke.
Yeah, like she got so much hate for that. Okay, but you have to understand, she came from a Disney star, and then she got older into her 20s and everything, and people don't understand what like you don't know what she did, like what she went through when she was at Disney. And she's like, people change over the years. Like, she's not going to be Hannah Montana,
Well,
she's Miley Cyrus.
you think about
And,
you think about it. Okay, from what I was at, like, what was it, 14, 15, 16 years
hmm
old. That age, like below 18. Let's take that. Okay.
yeah.
what I was from that point to who I am now is totally
Mhm.
different.
Yeah.
Is what you're trying to
Mhm.
say?
Yeah. And like you don't know like what half those, Disney stars went through with like, like the directors and everything because like they wanted them to like look like a certain way for their character on the TV. And then like, oh my God, I sent it to you, that video about I forget his name.
Oh,
He's like
Dan
the
Schneider.
yeah,
Or
Dan
Dan.
Snyder.
But then
And
that goes and deals with Nickelodeon though.
yeah, but like I mean, wait, was Britney Spears a part of
She was with
Nickelodeon too?
Disney.
Oh, Disney, okay.
The only thing she was with like Nickelodeon was like whenever it was like the Nickelodeon Choice, you know what I mean? Like where
Oh,
the kids,
yeah.
yeah, the choice Kids Choice Awards.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
yeah, winning awards and stuff like that.
But like, and you have to like Nickelodeon and stuff. Like they made them do like adult stuff, and like Nickelodeon's kind of like kids, teenagers, or whatever watch it.
Right.
And like they made them do like adult things, like fetishes and stuff like that. Like Dan Snyder, or what's
But
his name?
isn't it Dan Smith? Is it Dan? I know it's Dan something. It's a guy.
Yeah,
Okay, guys, it's a guy that went and he's the one that
he
like
writes
produced.
it.
Yeah, he produced like Victorious,
Sam
iCarly,
and Cat.
Sam and Cat,
Yeah,
all what do you call it? All that.
yeah.
The Amanda Show, and see that then
Mhm.
that goes back and that brings in like Amanda and stuff like
Amanda.
that,
Yeah.
and how much stuff she's had to put through and stuff like that
Mhm.
because that's what Queens what we're trying to say is like who you were or who you
We need
are.
more people in here.
Exactly, we do need more people. I was like anybody like actually on that just wants to sit here and talk. Um, or we next time we can go and get like try to get a whole bunch of people. And I think it would be fun to have like Nolan and stuff,
Mhm.
get his opinion and okay, so what we're kind of saying is like who you are at this point isn't going to define who you are going to be and then in the future and stuff like that. Like you're going to
Yeah.
be no, it's
Mhm.
getting good.
Well, like
You
in 10 years, we're gonna be something else.
yeah,
Like we're
you're
on like a different style. Personality.
I mean, okay, Queen. If to say like, if to say that I, again, remember how we said you're a pop star and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You're
Mhm.
okay. You're 15, right? You're
Mhm.
going
Yeah.
through and you're dealing with a whole bunch of stuff,
Mhm.
and let's say you go and you put on something controversial, right?
Yeah, that shows a lot of
Right, right. Say that you did that. Do you
Mhm.
think you would get criticized for it?
Oh, I would, because like 15. They're gonna
What's up,
like,
Brian?
okay, can I say the S word? SLUUT.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
That's like
slut shamed. Okay,
right. What's
I'm
up,
gonna
Brian?
get I'm gonna get slut shamed because I'm at like this age and like people think I have to like cover up my whole body because I'm like this age or something, you know. But like, and that's like what Miley Cyrus, what happened to her, and like she went and showed off her skin like she didn't care about them.
But at that point that she was showing it off, she was 18, 19 years old. She was considered
Yeah,
by
adult.
by legal
I
standards an
mean,
adult.
yeah.
So why is it like that? Holding them to a different standard and stuff like that. You
You
know.
know, I guess it has to deal with age, I guess.
Well,
You
they
know?
also people also say it's because like if to say like you have a child and they're going and they're
Mhm.
watching that like sometimes you don't like I can see it from the parents perspective but you don't want
Yeah.
them to see it but the thing about it
Mhm.
is like what the parents don't consider is that if they actually look at it
Mhm.
the kids actually go and they watch dude they watch worse things than that.
Yeah,
Wouldn't you
they
say,
do.
like, at your age, you watched, don't, I know,
Yeah.
I know, but
Yeah.
wouldn't you say you've watched, worse things than that, right?
Oh, yeah. A lot worse. I
um,
mean,
yeah,
that the parents don't know about.
yeah, it's just like one of the things, like,
Mhm.
it's always gonna be like that and stuff. And I guess
Yeah.
they tend to hold like the I guess in
Person accountable.
yeah, like, well, not that, it's like person of, how do you say that, like, how am I trying to say that, you know what I'm saying, like, saying it's like a celebrity to a higher standard.
Mhm. Yeah.
And they're trying to go and, like, they're trying to hold that person to a higher standard, and it's just like, why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And sometimes, that's why we bring up the kids are gonna go and see it anyways.
Yeah.
Like, it's human nature to be super super curious. Dude, we got
Mhm.
so off topic from Brittany.
I know.
um, but okay, so going back into the whole thing with Brittany and stuff like that, I would say that she was shamed. Yeah.
Yeah, she was.
A lot of people went and put her down
Mhm.
for like what she was wearing, what she was saying, what she was doing, and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
it, it hurts. It
It
hurts that person
does.
and stuff like
And you
that.
might not, and like they say, it doesn't, I don't mind it, or I just ignore it, but deep down inside, it hurts them.
Yeah, and it goes back and you look at it, like with the whole thing with the paparazzi and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And then, with her kids and stuff, like it was like when she was being chased, dude, she was being chased. And I
Uh-huh.
remember that, like, like people just like going all around her car and like how bad it was, dude.
I remember, like, I saw like a video of her with the umbrella, like you was talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm. No?
Yeah.
Damien said no. What do you mean no? Um, like I I don't know, like they're definitely held to a higher standard and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
it's it's definitely crazy. Yeah.
I guess like the paparazzi thinks that every celebrity is like trying to be like a role model. What? Oh my god, hold on.
A role
Role
model?
model. Yeah. And like it's and like they have to be like something, you know, like for like the kids and stuff, and like they have to like dress like a certain way, and act like a certain way, and like not cuss and stuff like that, and not like show like skin. And I guess like that's what happened with Brittany, is like they wanted her to be like a certain way, like you said.
Yeah. Well, like, okay. Talking about the whole thing with like the paparazzi and stuff like that. Would
Mhm.
you would you say that sometimes the paparazzi, like, they were way too out of control, like with Britney or
Yeah,
with
they.
celebrities in general?
I mean, I think every paparazzi, guy, girl, I mean, they go above and beyond just like try to get like something out of that celebrity, and like they chase them, like they're standing in front of their car and everything, and like they don't care, like they're hurt people to get to that celebrity,
Right.
and it's just stupid. I think like I know like pe- people think celebrities are like, oh, you're famous, like, oh my God, but like they have to understand that they have a life too, and like
Well, they're still
you're,
they're still considered
go ahead.
well, to themselves they don't consider them celebrities. They consider themselves normal.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they get that, they have like millions and millions of people watching their videos and stuff, or watching,
Mm,
their movies, or
or music,
listening
listening to
to their
music.
music and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like, but it's still when it all comes down to it, they're still like human beings. They're still
yeah.
people,
They
and
still have feelings,
they should
and
have
they
that
need their
respect.
privacy.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. It's like that whole thing. Let me tell you. Okay, I think I told you, like, when it came out, the whole thing with like Roman Atwood and stuff like that.
Yeah.
about there was this guy who was going and being like stalkerish and stuff like that,
And
and
like hack like their cameras and everything.
yeah, like all of their cameras, and he would like go and like turn off their vehicles and can't like,
Mhm.
and I think he said it was multiple people,
Yeah.
and they would go and turn off like certain stuff and turn off the heat, and he's got children, I think
Mhm.
I don't even know how Noah is at this point, like he's like 14, 15, somewhere there. And
Mhm.
then they just recently had a baby, and
Yeah.
going and bringing like the baby and stuff like that, like you can't do that when it's like cold and stuff.
Yeah.
They still have like their whole kids and stuff, and they were
Mhm.
talking about like going into their yards and like I think they would send like the people would go and send them screenshots of like the outside, or you know what I mean, like super
Mhm.
super creepy. And then when they would change their number, like that person would be like, "Hey, you can't get away from me. You think you could,
Yeah.
just because you can change your number, you can get away from me?" Which is
Mhm.
like just freaking creepy.
I know.
Which, like that goes back and it goes back in I don't even know if I should talk about it, like honestly, like with the whole like privacy and stuff like that. Should I
You
talk
want
about it?
to?
Like what happened?
Yeah. You should.
Queen's like, yes. So there was a saying like won't mention by name and stuff like that. Won't. There was this person.
Person.
There was this
Mhm.
person that we used to be really good friends with and stuff, and made this whole comment about going and getting like my number and like
Mhm.
um
Address.
address, my mom's
City.
number,
Mhm.
my house number and stuff like that. And it was like, what time? Because it was, dude, it
It was
happened.
like
It happened on stream, and like,
it was like one or two, and
yeah,
I think
they
it was
called,
like
like they called,
your household.
yeah, they called my house, and before that they had been texting, like they texted. No, I don't know
They
if they,
texted your mom, I think,
yeah, they
didn't
texted
they?
my mom, and then they
And they knew
called,
your name.
yeah, and then they called my number,
Mhm.
to the point that I like blocked him, and then they started calling our house at like two
Mhm.
2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And do you know how bad and like how terrified like like
Dude, your
my
mom
mom was like
got upset.
yeah, like super terrified, and like she did not sleep. She was
Mhm.
so anxious about it, and like she was so afraid that somebody was going to go and break into our house, because
Yeah.
they called and then they kept calling, and it almost got to the
Mhm.
point that we were going to go and take it to the police.
And that was disrespectful.
Yeah.
And they knew what they were doing
Yeah.
because they were
And
at that age.
well, like, it's just like, and they laughed about it. And you think
Mhm.
about it, dude. I don't even like. There's no way that like I don't consider myself um like for Queen, and like everybody will go and say, yeah, you're a YouTuber, dude. I don't consider myself a YouTuber because y'all follow me and stuff like that. But like
Mhm.
I like it's never gotten to that point.
Yeah.
And it's I don't consider myself like famous. I don't consider myself a YouTuber. Like I consider myself, a normal person who just likes going and playing video games and just like going and talking with y'all and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's honestly all I consider myself. And just that happening, and that was just like that, because we pretty much like we blocked everything from the number and stuff like that. And
Mhm.
like just completely like ended up having to like completely block them out of like my life and stuff. And
Mhm.
um what do you call it, it's definitely eye opening. I don't here, like I don't talk about a lot of stuff. Like now I know why, like a lot of like the celebrities, and like how like they go and they keep their children under, like they don't want to show off their children.
Yeah.
um Now I know why they go and do it. Because,
Because people try to pry into their life
yeah,
and try to like,
they want to know,
do stuff to them.
yeah, they want to know, like, every little thing, and you're trying to protect every little thing. Which is, like,
Mhm.
why a lot of times I've kept a lot of things, like, private now.
Yeah,
Like, it's
and you
sometimes
should.
it's sometimes hard. Like, I that's one of the reasons why I don't post as like. There's sometimes, like, and I'll forget to post and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But I don't post as much onto my like social medias and stuff like that anymore.
Yeah.
Um, if I do, it's, it's just, it's like normal. It's like random pictures that I've taken and stuff like that. That's
Or you at the football game.
or me at the football game. That's about it. And I try to make sure, like, I keep everything off. Like, I've taken down, like, I privated a lot of videos.
You
I've
shouldn't have to do that either.
but
You know?
I've privated a lot of videos because, it really opened up my eyes, and it really, honestly, it did freak me out. Because
Yeah.
honestly, Queen, like, that night, dude, I was a little freaked out. Like, I admit it
Mhm.
now, like, I was a little freaked out, and it, like, would
And
scare
you
me.
should. You have every right to be.
Yeah. But anyways, so it's, I don't know, like, just facing that little bit,
Mhm.
and then watching what she went through and being harassed and chased, like, just going and watching it within that, like, documentary. It's crazy,
Mhm.
dude. It's so crazy.
Mhm.
And then, like, I don't like, I've seen so many different, like, posts, about um with hers and stuff like that, with her,
Mhm.
about what do you call it, the whole conservatorship with her dad and stuff, and, like,
Yeah.
with everything on TikTok. And she definitely, like, Quinn and I were talking about it, she definitely looks a little bit tired and worn out and stuff like that. And, like, like, the whole thing that they did with Howie Mandel, oh, do this if
Uh.
you're, if somebody's got you
Oh
kidnapped
yeah.
and stuff. And they were doing the same thing with
Mhm.
Brittney, and Queen and I were talking about that, and it was just like, you know, you kind of wonder if it's true, you know what I mean? But you
Yeah.
remember, like, she went and she filed where she wants, like, it's not like she wants off you know, the
Mhm.
conservatorship. She just wants her father off of it,
Yeah.
which,
Can't
honestly,
blame her.
yeah, she's, how old is Brittany now? She's like 40.
Uh, 40 something, I think. Maybe. Hold on.
I know, I was looking
She's
too.
39.
She's 39.
Yeah.
Maybe you're older. But yeah, you just kind of look at it and you're just like, every little thing that she's been through, and maybe she's trying to, she's trying to get herself better and trying to, have,
Yeah.
like, a slight bit more, like, not have that full control, but have a slight bit more control. Because they said,
Mhm.
what they were saying. So they were talking about, like, the whole conservatorship and stuff. Like,
Mhm.
mainly they go back and they use it for people who are older.
Yeah.
So, like, if they have, like, dementia and stuff like that, like, they go and they do it
Mhm.
that way.
Yeah.
Which, I can see that and stuff like that. And I mean,
Mhm.
I can see with everything that Brittany was going through, and do that girl is, like, now she's starting to, like, make a comeback. And,
Yeah.
like, yeah, dude, honestly, if I could, I'd probably, like, with the whole thing with COVID and stuff like that, dude, I would still go and, like, go to Britney Spears concerts and, like, rock out
Same.
to her
Take me
music
with
and
you,
stuff.
Luke.
And I, like, honestly, she's gonna always be one of those iconic, like, people and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
definitely the whole thing with FX and with what they've done,
Mhm. Yeah.
and how they went and they put it. Dude, it's
Mhm.
just eye opening. It really is. It really is, with her
Yeah.
whole life and stuff like that. And you just, it makes you, it definitely, it changed my mind on a lot of things with um with everything that she's gone through.
Mhm.
Like, cause, okay,
Like
so the,
that documentary kind of like told people what really happened and stuff.
and you actually have people who were there behind the scenes with her.
Yeah.
And dude, they were like on one of the parts that I was like watching and stuff like that. They were talking to one of the dudes that was um, like he was a big part with like the whole paparazzi and stuff like that. Like she had a good, yeah, it was a good kind of paparazzi. I don't know how to explain it. Like good paparazzi celebrity. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
then the whole like thing, with when she's taking the umbrella and hitting his car,
Mhm.
But there's
Yeah.
the thing, like they asked him to back away, and he didn't. Like
Yeah.
he was going and asking her, and they kept following her, and
Mhm.
like she was just going because she wanted to see her kids. Like I don't know,
Yeah.
like I'm I'm not a mom yet. I'm a mom to a dog, But like, if
Yeah.
someone if someone were like to go and take my child, or like they're not with me and stuff
Mhm.
like that, like, dude, that would
You would
that would
want to see
I
them,
would want to see
you
him. Like
know.
that would be so hard. And
I
even
know,
at
and
that, like,
people give her so much crap about it too.
yeah, especially like like the
In the
whole well,
magazines.
the whole thing with where she was driving in the car or whatever,
Yeah. Mhm.
and she had what's his name? Is it Sean? Is that the eldest one? I think.
I think so.
She had Sean in her lap and everything, but it's because like
Mhm.
paparazzi were chasing him. Like sometimes you don't go and you don't think and stuff.
Yeah.
And then they were calling her a bad mom and stuff like that. It's like every little
Mhm.
thing they had to go and they had to scrutinize her. Dude, she's already under a microscope and you're going back and scrutinizing her even more. Like, how
Mhm.
low can you go and put Brittney?
Uh-huh.
She's still a human being.
That's true.
Like, how can you like stand there and like say that you're going, dude, it's just me and you at this point. But if anybody's watching, like, thanks for watching. I know we're like 50 minutes in, but like Queen and I were like, we can literally talk about it for like hours. We've done
Yeah.
that. Like some of our conversations, we've talked hours and hours. Like honestly, if we once we finish with this, we'd probably still sit there. But it's still one of those things. Like she gets it. You're hitting it. It's like a
Mhm.
nail.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen those things where there's a parent that goes and he takes a piece of board, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
And every time the kid goes and does or says something, rude or something like that, right? Right?
Mhm. Yeah.
He goes and makes the kid take a nail, take a
Mhm.
hammer, and hammer it in
Mhm.
to a
Yeah.
certain point.
Mhm.
And then after he's done that, it's pretty much full.
Mhm. Yeah.
Then he has a child go and sit there and take out all the nails.
Yeah.
Okay, and you take out all the nails. What's left in the wood, Queen?
Nothing.
Mm-mm.
Holes.
Holes. So
Yeah.
every little thing that you go and you say to a person
Mhm.
that's like rude or whatever, like I say, okay, Queen, I'm not meaning this at all, okay?
Okay.
Say that I go and I say, Queen, you're stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I say, and then like say the next day, Queen, you're so dumb.
Mhm.
Queen, you're so ugly.
Yeah. I know.
Queen, you're a
Yeah.
Queen, you're a Queen, you're a
Yeah.
Queen, you're a this, you're a that.
Yeah. It
Do you
still sticks with that person.
Yeah, do you know how much that hurts a person? And do you know that
Mhm.
like no wonder she went and had a mental breakdown. Or in a sense, like what they're saying that she had a mental breakdown.
Cause like everything that was going on and stuff, and
Yeah.
people like what people were saying about her.
Yeah, like every little thing
She
that
just couldn't take it.
yeah, every little thing was scrutinized. And
Like there's like a certain point like where you can't take it anymore,
mhm.
and you start breaking down.
The people always go and they feel like they need to put their own two cents. And
Mhm.
sometimes it's like one of those things like no, you know, no.
Yeah.
Um, you need to like just kind of chill and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
people get it and stuff, and you don't have to scrutinize them even more, even further. What's funny is
Mhm.
like, so they were talking about like like her mother and stuff like that, that she had wrote a book.
Yeah.
Um, and she had put in her book at one point, I think when she had her second child. So she had the first one, and then she had the second one pretty much like a year after her first son. Dude,
Yeah.
and that's crazy, like to have one right after the another, And
Mhm.
they said that maybe she went through postpartum,
Yeah.
which that could be the reason why, like, it's even worse because, dude, lots of women go through that, like through postpartum and stuff like that,
Yeah,
and
like right after they have a baby and stuff.
hmm and then you go and you say that she has that, and then with everything else,
Mhm.
because I mean, okay, let's take you for instance, right? Let's take you again, Queen.
Yeah. It's fine. Picking on me
Okay.
today. That's okay.
Okay, you're I don't even know how old she is. Let's say you're 20 years old, right?
Yeah.
You had just gotten married.
Mhm.
You're a pop star.
Yeah.
You got
Liking
married.
that. All right. Yeah.
You get pregnant within the first
Mhm.
year.
Yeah.
You have your baby.
Mhm.
Then you go back, you get pregnant again.
Yeah.
You have that baby. And then you're sitting there, you're postpartum, you're thinking you're not, everything you do is not right. They say
Mhm.
it's not enough, and da 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 da, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Anissa this, Anissa that. Oh my gosh, do you see all that fat around her stomach?
Mhm.
Do you see all that, like, cellulite?
Uh-huh.
Can you even imagine? Oh my gosh, she almost dropped her child. She's over there driving.
She shouldn't be wearing that
Yeah, she
after
just had a
having a baby.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sit there and you think that, and it's just like, dude, she's already sad and, like, like depressed,
Yeah.
and you still got to go back and make more fun of her.
That's what's wrong with the internet is like they don't know what that person's going through and they like still say things about them.
Exactly. Well, it's like, okay, let's say for instance, like, once this actually we end this podcast and stuff like that. I mean,
Mhm.
what's to say how, like, dude? I don't even want to know the comments that we're gonna get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh, her voice sounds so manly. Oh my gosh, that's not even a girl. Because
Mhm.
dude, I get that. Like, people, trolls, like, coming in. Oh my gosh, you're not even a girl.
Yeah. We see that all the time.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're so ugly.
Mhm.
And they usually put your, like, Y-O-U-R.
Luke is
And
beautiful. Don't say nothing.
Queen's always like, catch these hands, catch these hands. But when they usually go and they're like, you're so ugly, and I want to be like,
Mhm.
thank you. And Queen will catch me this too, thank you. I don't
Yeah.
care what you say, but it's supposed to be Y-O-U apostrophe R-E. You are ugly. You are ugly. If you're gonna sit there and make fun of me and do all of that, at least make it
Mhm.
grammatically correct. And Queen will be like, after stream, Queen will get onto me and she's like, Luke, you're doing it. Like, you're over there being, dude. I'm like off stream. I would say I'm cynical a little bit.
Mhm.
Um, I I don't have as much of a, like a filter. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
like, not with, like, cussing and stuff like that. I'm a little bit more, like, I would say,
Like what's on your mind?
yeah, like, I definitely
Yeah.
speak what's on my mind a
Mhm.
lot.
Yeah.
And
I'm a
uh
therapist.
um but yeah, I tend to do that and stuff like that because sometimes, words do hurt, and I see that and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And here's the thing, my brothers are super super protective, and, like,
Mhm.
and everybody in, like, that we have now that's, like, with us and stuff like that, Queen,
Mhm.
definitely, definitely, I think we've definitely are building a better community.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
it's slowly I know it's, like, slowly died, but, like, I think it'll slowly start to build once again.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, dude, I still honestly I need to go and finish that FX series. Like I can't honestly. I've watched. I think I have like 30 minutes left of the
Mhm.
thing because I think it's an hour long.
Yeah.
Um, or it's over an hour long. Um, but I can't wait to go and finish watching it and stuff like that for sure.
Yeah.
And I definitely like it. Like it definitely gives me a whole new perspective on her for
Yeah.
real. And I can now see why like everybody's always like hashtag free Brittney, hashtag free Brittney,
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
everything that she's been through, dude, she should at
Mhm.
least have her chance to like be able to live her life and stuff and like
I know.
be able to make her decisions because they said like when she was starting out and stuff like that, that she was making a lot of her own decisions
Mhm.
and
And
she
like
was making great
now,
ideas.
her dad like took control of like her life now.
Right.
And she really can't do what she wants to do. I mean, she's 39. She should be able to do, whatever she wants. She's a grown woman. She got 2 kids, you know?
Right.
Let her live her life.
Free hashtag free Brittney.
Hashtag free Brittney. Put in the comments.
Quinn, it's just me and you. um, hold on, let me do this really
After
quick.
this is over, I'm gonna put free Brittney.
Queen would, honestly, but I don't know. I enjoyed this. Did you enjoy this, Queen?
I really did. We need to do this more.
Hold on, I'm gonna put on this. Then I'm gonna do hashtag free Brittney. All right. Anything else that we need to conclude or anything like that, Queen?
Mm,
Brittany's hashtag Britney Spears. I like that. I see something. I mean, let us know if you're going and you're watching this later on. Let us know if you think that we should go back and like cover something else or go talk about something else or whatever you
give us some
think.
ideas.
Yeah, definitely give us um definitely let us know cuz I Queen and I usually enjoy this cuz
Yeah.
dude, me, Queen and Nolan, we tend to enjoy this, don't we, Queen?
Mhm.
Dude, if you get Nolan talking, okay, if you get me and Nolan talking, Queen gets left out.
Yeah, that's true. I just listen.
Yeah.
I like to hear you guys talk about random stuff and topics.
Yeah.
Like when about like the election and stuff. I just like sat back and like read what you guys had to say.
Yeah. That she did. She was a lot of our like she would go through and look at the notes and stuff like that and
Yeah.
look up articles and all of that. Me, I kind of eventually do. I want to go through like I want us to, dude. We should do it over a Zoom call or something.
Yeah.
Um, I want us to eventually like go through, and we go and look through a murder case,
Mhm.
and we just like we have like a week to go and study it or whatever. And if
Yeah.
anybody wants to go and join, like I want
Mhm.
us to go and like just like completely take it apart. Have you ever seen
Yeah.
this? If you ever seen this, it's like the one with the Hotel Cecil. Have you seen that one?
I don't. I
That
don't think
doc
so.
where
No.
the girl from Canada that she had stayed there and then she ended up in the water tank. And the only reason why they
Um.
found her is because of all the water was like coming out gross out of the spouts. Let me see.
Uh-uh. I
You
don't
haven't
think
seen
I
it?
saw that.
It's on
Uh-uh.
Netflix.
Oh, for real? Hold on.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. Yeah, I watched it. I watched it the other day.
What's it
But
called?
I'm looking it up. Dude, I know what I'm gonna go watch. To All the Boys, Always and Forever. Sorry. Hotel Cecil. It's the number one top
Yeah.
10 in the. It's the first one in top 10.
Oh, okay.
Like they went, you like watch it, and then you'll see what I mean. Like they had like some internet like people from like the internet and going and like taking apart the videos. Like there's people that actually go and do that, Queen. It's
Really?
crazy. Yeah, they take apart like the videos and they've like on sometimes they go and they kind of helped like oh maybe the investigators because there was this one that I was watching, it was like this dive team or whatever, and they were looking for this kid,
Mm-hmm.
and he had been missing. I don't even know how long he'd been missing, and somebody in their comments said, "Hey, I think you missed something, whatever, in the
Mm-hmm.
spot." And
Yeah.
apparently, like this dive team had gone in there, and
Uh-huh.
this other dive team had gone in there, and they, supposedly had looked.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then, like the guys were trying to look for it, and then they found the pond that they were looking at, and it's originally
Mm-hmm.
where the party took place. Well,
Uh-huh.
they have like sonar, and they're like going over it and going over the water, and they find the car,
Oh my god.
and
Hmm.
what do you call it, in the market and everything, and yeah, it was a car of the kid that was missing, and
Wow.
he was in the back seat,
Oh
and
my god.
yeah, so like it gave like the parents closure and stuff like that. But like
Yeah.
me, I just think it would be interesting. Not saying that we would find anything, but I think it would just be interesting to go and look, look up or like look through like a case or something
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of like go through it and stuff like that because you never know, you may spot something that maybe somebody
Yeah.
else didn't, or
Mm-hmm.
but anyways, guys, I guess that is it, I guess, for the podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was definitely a long one, definitely kind of everywhere, but we definitely hope that you enjoyed it. Let us know what you want us to talk about next.
Mm-hmm.
It'll probably be me and Queen. If not, if we can get some of the other guys like back together and stuff like that.
Put
Um,
hashtag free Brittney down in the comments.
yeah. If you
Give us
can
some
make it,
topics.
yeah, definitely give us some topics. If
Mm-hmm.
you can, make sure you share. Use hashtag free Brittney. Cause definitely like she needs to like be able to go and how do I even say that, Queen? Like be able to go and
Get gets
like
to live her life.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but anyways, guys, I will see you guys in the next video, whether it's a stream or a podcast or a random video that maybe I decided to upload. Um,
Use code loop today in the item shop too on hashtag ad.
we'll see. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys, and as always, stay beautiful, stay positive, never give up, and always be true to who you are. We love you guys so much, and Queen and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.
See y'all.